The truth of the matter is that we are the builders of this movement. We are the ones in the streets risking our lives going against the system. We are the policy creators and ground shakers. We are the ones who organize the survival programs and mutual aid for our people. We are the ones doing the educating, revolutionizing, and transforming of the masses. We are the ones that give every hashtag meaning, purpose, and direction. And we are the ones who will lead us into a future where freedom is not only possible, but our reality. The time has come for us to evolve from where our lives matter to where our lives are truly free. Welcome to the Black Freedom Movement.
We know how this movement started. We know when it started to go left. And we know how to get it back on track by getting back to the basics. Grassroots, community, organizing. So let's get back to our blueprint for Black unity by doing it how Marcus Garvey did it, like how MOVE did it, and like how the Black Panther Party did it. By feeding, clothing, housing, healing, educating, training, mobilizing, and organizing the people towards one goal and one purpose: Black freedom. So if you want to connect with other like-minded Black people around the world and build a real Black liberation movement, go to the IBFA.org and tap in.
What if we had the power to bring every Black leader throughout history together in this day and age? What could we accomplish? What if we brought the radical mobilizing of Dr. King together with the unapologetically Black organizing of Malcolm X? What if we used the political ideas of Fannie Lou Hamer and put it with the successes of Julius Nyerere, Patrice Lumumba, and Maurice Bishop? What if we created an entirely new economic system based on the philosophies of Dr. Claude Anderson, Muammar Gaddafi, and Thomas Sankara? How many Black Wall Streets do you think would exist today? And what if we created an organization in the transformational ways that Ella Baker did, or even a movement like Winnie Mandela did to end apartheid? How strong of a people would we be if a movement or an organization like that existed today? Now, what if I told you that we've already started?
So one day we were thinking, how do we fund a Black freedom movement in a way that's both ambitious and empowering, yet transparent and accountable to the people? And then it hit us, the Black Freedom Fund, a fund that's for the people, by the people. The Black Freedom Fund will work like this. Each month, we will put out a plan for how and where the money will be spent. Then we, the people, will put money into the fund. Grassroots Black organizations and collectives will be able to apply for grants through video, forming a level of transparency and accountability. A committee of activists, organizers, and movement elders will be tasked with choosing the grantees and working with them to ensure that they succeed. Each grantee will give monthly, quarterly, and annual reports back to the community showing exactly who, what, when, where, and why the money was spent, so we can operate in trust and keep building the movement our people deserve. Sounds dope, don't it? Yeah, we know. So let's launch it. Click the link, check out the vision, and put your coins in so we can continue that freedom work. The Black Freedom Fund is brought to you by the International Black Freedom Alliance, a grassroots organization started out of Ferguson, Missouri, who's dedicated to liberation of all Black people everywhere.
I know wanna do is be free, be free. Can you tell me why? Every time I step outside, I see my people die. Oh, why? I'm letting you know that it ain't no gun they make that can kill my soul. No, 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 no. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is break the chains off. All we wanna do is be free, free. All we wanna do is be free. All we wanna do is take the chains off. All we wanna do is break the chains off. All we wanna do is be free, be free. Are we all alone, fighting on our own? Please give me a chance, 'cause I don't wanna dance. Something's got me down. I will stand my ground. Don't just stand around. Don't just stand around. Around, around, around.
Huh? Okay, get you some. I gotta do this video call. What up? Peace, peace, peace. Head wrap on. What's it? Feeling good? Well, money season. One time for the one time. One time for the one time.
Right. How you feeling over there, bro?
It's actually strange. It's warm up here. It's warm. It's like 60 something degrees. I'm a little afraid. Global warming is real. So.
Spoken like a true black person.
Hey man, black person don't like weather that you can't predict.
Right.
It get warm in the winter, like oh shit. In California, they be like, oh, it's an earthquake coming. In the south, they say what they say in the south.
What is it?
A tornado.
Smell like twister weather.
Smell like twister weather. It's gonna be a tornado. You just can't enjoy the weather. We superstitious.
Yeah.
But
We just had a tornado up here, so yeah, the one that blew through everything. It missed the hood. I'm appreciative, and it went right through the Republican district. So, God got a sense of humor.
The Sepe was telling me about. I guess some tornadoes went through Kentucky also.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was telling me they was raising money. You know, them folks raised a lot of money in a short amount of time. You know, for efforts and stuff. And he ain't like what he was seeing.
It was a whole bunch of money. I didn't see no black people raising no money, which is kind of sad. But that's
what he was saying. He was the same thing. He said, "Man, they came together and raised that little money. He wished he was just in that same fashion for anything. You know what I'm saying? So we can do it. We have the capacity to do so.
Yeah. In the moments, we have to be, politically ready for those rapid response moments. Making sure our people are trained and connected, so we can do those, those quick fundraisers. Might be able to pick up 50 or 100, 1,000 that's a lot in somewhere like, think about the little black towns like Hopkinsville, Kentucky, Metropolis, Haiti, Missouri, them little bitty things that you're not really thinking about. There's a whole bunch of black people down there. And even if the white people around there get the money, they ain't gonna come to our side of the town. They ain't gonna cross the tracks for us to get no help. So, we need like our own Red Cross, our own Black Cross for our people, for sure.
And that's some of the things. Well, we'll tap back in. He is from Hopkinsville also. But let's do our check.
I love it there.
We'll tap back into this.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to start with check-ins?
Oh, yes. So, well, yesterday was our friend's birthday, so we went and did a healing session, like a Reiki healing session yesterday. So that was dope always. It's been kind of cold here, and the weather's been kind of weird here too. It's been cold, and now it's like starting to warm up a little bit, like you said, but mostly the temperature has been dropping, and it's been getting cold. Let's see what else. Kwanzaa's coming up, so we're excited about that. That's one of our favorite times of the year. So we're going to be doing something from, Mad Liberation Education and the IBFA for Kwanzaa. And what else? I guess that's about it. The children are well, and all is good.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks.
But I did security for Genuine last week, y'all. It was pretty awesome.
Awesome. Groupie.
Hold on, I ain't getting no ticket. I had to come back on screen for the check-in.
You so funny, bro. You was gonna come for Genuine. You was gonna come for Genuine.
See, you about to see, we can hang. You feel me?
Yeah, because
I had to work, but I wouldn't look. Bo was inside.
I would have been in the back.
That was him inside singing.
Right. Why he talking?
At work. Supposed to be at work.
Right.
But
he end up look. We gonna look on World Store Shade Room. He gonna be in the back.
And then pop like, oh, that's so funny. He's so silly.
But please, yes.
But my week was well.
Okay, because it started off with Genuine. Tell me more.
No, that was a good night as usual on the weekend.
Yeah.
But my week was busy as usual. We were able to get through our session on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
This is our last week coming up, so we'll be starting a new book soon. So everybody tune in for that new book, that new read. Drop your suggestions on what we should be reading and learning, and we'll see what's up. To her right now, so I'm not excited or anything. So
we got some code for that.
But we are here. It is Decolonize December, so we came to talk a little shit today, and I'm feeling good other than my toothache.
Okay.
We're gonna take care of the toothache. Thank you for sharing with America. No,
with the world, Craig.
It wasn't safe to stay it alone. I share stuff in public forums. I didn't want her to hit me on that side. Like, we got a toothache, nigga.
Right.
All right.
How you doing over there, brother?
I'm good. Just got back from Florida, so got some of that weather on this weekend. Had some good meetings. Chopped it up with some people around, like just really trying to build up a freedom school for this summer for us. So it's pretty much locked in. Had some good meetings. I know Fred Hampton Jr. is now in Africa doing this little thing. So much needed to get away and see it. I think this is his first time on the continent when we chopped it up. I can't really remember. So it's real good to see some of the homies, touch the soil. He was smiling like an alley cat. So I was like, yo, make sure you FaceTime me. He probably, in there, and it just feel good to see my people growing. See our people just connecting. Can't wait for Kwanzaa. So I'm very excited to have not only the IBFA and Mad Liberation, but our homies from Brazil. We're going to try to have a global digital Kwanzaa gang. Yeah. So I can't. And the Mama Julia hype. She hype. She got. She want to teach the principles and Guva Sava and all of that. So I'm like, okay, I'm not really hip. So give me help. And it's a good time of the year to be Black. Kids at home, which is, but we get to be amongst each other and learn and get our culture kind of tight and kind of build, which is a struggle. You know how that be. People want to be head down, just looking at the phones the whole time, but we got to kind of disconnect and, get a chance to kind of reset, kind of manifest for the new year. So.
Definitely preparing for the new year.
Definitely. Well, it's time for that Decolonize December.
Oh yeah.
We chopping it up. We went over some spectrums of how Negroes feeling. You Negroes using words. Had a little ADOS conversation in the beginning of the month. Talked a little reparations. We talked about these Negroes and the slavery and how they kind of get their mind together. So we're going to keep chopping away, demystifying some of these things in our minds so we can get this about. Our view of freedom can't be white. For now, and tell us, like we said last week, if your idea of freedom is duplicating or trying to outdo the white man and create a system just like theirs, then you might as well let them have it because they have perfected violence and colonization. So it's time for Black people to decolonize. And I'm going to swing it back.
Yeah. So one thing that we were just talking about that I want to tap back into was that the preparation for something to happen, right? Many times now, me and Z lived in Mobile for 5 years. We know that the Gulf Coast gets hit with a hurricane each and every year, right? The world may not know that, but the people on the Gulf Coast know that. The people in Houston know that. The people in New Orleans know that. Mobile, the people in Florida, Pensacola, poor people in those areas know that.
I believe Mobile is the rainiest city.
Mobile is literally the rainiest city in the U.S.
Right.
You would think that was like Oregon or Washington or something like that, like the wettest city, because it rains all the time, right? With that being said, each time a hurricane touches down, we have to raise money. We have to try to get stuff ready on the after side, right?
Clothes and things like that.
Water, boats, people who do CPR, because a lot of times the hood, when those hurricanes hit, people in the hood don't have a chance to evacuate. So it becomes a rescue situation versus trying to get people out. And if you don't know CPR, you don't know how to swim, you can't. How you gonna be able to rescue somebody? You may know how to shoot, right? You may be good at talking with people. You may be able to coach somebody on the boat, but you can't swim. So if they fall, you ain't gonna be able to. So anyway, I say all this to say that there is a need for us to prepare for organizations, any and everything, right? And talk about the Black Freedom Fund. If we had a Black Freedom Fund, we'll be able to mobilize wherever we need it, because we got 100,000 that we could send and make sure people send a whole team to New Orleans, so on and so forth. But I don't know. I just want to.
From Texas that had the boat. Is it Bart?
One of the brothers, Babu Omawali from the Huey P. Newton Gun Club, right? He trains for these situations. And just a quick story, one year he was talking about how we need to prepare. Like, look, man, I'm trying to raise money to get a boat. He got one boat, you know what I'm saying? But he like, look, man, there's some nice boats for cheap that we can get. And that post didn't have too much of any response on it. People were interested, but didn't, take action. A couple months later, I think Hurricane Sally hit, and the one boat he had, he used, but after he was able to raise money for the boat in the after. It's like
people see it's like, why do we have to get the devastation part before you think it's for real? And we know, like I said, we live there. We know it's coming. It's just when.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna come, and it's gonna hit the poor community the most.
So again, part of being
the homie do the same thing. The homie Trader Truth out of Houston. He got this thing called Relief Gang. We kind of chopped it up when we was in Louisville together. And man, he be doing some superhero shit, man. Like he got boats. He had like a little, he had the big ass tires on the truck driving through it. I remember a couple years ago, how it really started was he was like, yo, I seen my people and I had to try to do something. He said it was the same kind of thing. He put out his GoFundMe, and J.J. Watt put out his GoFundMe, and J.J. Watt ended up raising like over $30 million. And he raised maybe $1 million, maybe. He was like, look at the discrepancy in this. He was like, J.J. Watt got to play football. He had practice. Like, he in a dome somewhere. Like, we out here really getting it to it and really saving people. So I don't know if they chopped it up or whatever, but he created a whole kind of relief game thing. And even last time, a couple months ago, when they had something going on, I hit him up and told him about some of our members down in Louisiana, in a small town. Oh, I can't even remember it, but they didn't have electricity. So I ended up sending them that way and kind of plugging it in like that, But like everybody has to be kind of prepared for it. Like, we should have a relief fund. We should have a rescue fund. We should have people, like you said, trained, from Missouri to the Tornado Valley, to the Hurricane, Valley, and just have people trained to do these things and have the resources ready to go, have the plan set out ready to go, have centers and they can, drive from Mobile to Birmingham and be at the cultural center, be at, find the hotels and motels. Hopefully that's Black owned that we can kind of fill up and kind of get to it. This is the strategies that I think, like you said, like decolonizing it, because what we normally do is one or two things. One, we definitely going to go to the white man. We're going to give UNICEF, Red Cross, some white people that make $1 million a year at the top, with a whole bunch of people making hundreds of thousands of dollars. When in actuality, we could really just pay somebody rent for the month, and they could just be free for the month to go save Black people lives and go back to their regular joint.
On everything. That don't cost $1 million salary, $22 million salary. Right. No bullshit. And we all, as Black people, if you live, like say us in Mobile, we're familiar with FEMA. We're familiar with Red Cross, and we know they do not serve the people.
They BMF, they blowing money fast.
On everything, man. I mean, them last little plates that I seen, bro, it was like a piece of bologna and a bread. It's like, bro, that's how y'all doing?
Right.
You guys are $1 billion corporation.
Yeah.
That's how y'all feeding these people right now?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. Versus, right, on the same budget that y'all using for one day, give it to the leader of the community and watch what he do.
Right.
Off y'all 1 day budget, not y'all 1 week. Not y'all 1 month budget. Give it to the leader of that little community. Go in there, find out who leading that joint, and you say, "Look, man, we got 200,000 for you. That's how much y'all spending during the day." He gonna be like, "I bet." Watch what he do. Might damn near have housing up. He gonna damn near have housing up for folks, not just no little.
He's pumping people, pumping the water out of houses. People be in there with big turkey legs in there smoking on the barbecue.
Yeah, they gonna barbecue. Black folks gonna barbecue, bro. We gonna get all the meat we can.
We gonna have
yeah, for real. So again,
the barbecue on the boat. Just
right. We gonna be straight. We gonna be like, man, people. We gonna be like, look, we finna do this big barbecue, and people gonna know where to come.
Right.
Yeah.
They gonna smell it. We ain't gotta direct nobody. They gonna see this fire. They gonna smell that barbecue, and they gonna get here.
And everybody know how to cook.
off your budget for a week, man. Anyway,
right.
But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because we are talking about decolonize. The colonized people.
Yeah.
We're talking about us being a colonized people who are of the machine, and we don't have time to get trained in CPR so we can help save Black folks. We don't believe that we can get time off if we wanted to go travel to a space to help save some Black folks, or get on the front line at a rebellion or something like that, because we don't have time. We can't afford to take time off because the machine has our time and resources, our mind, and a lot of times our heart. A lot of times you go in some of these stores, these folks be like, "Oh, our store," even like Family Dollar General.
You like, "Oh, this on sale," and we who?
Like we, you really?
I know the CEO didn't invite you to this Christmas party this year.
And I know y'all don't share the same last name.
Right.
I swear.
Right. So, trying to steal from us. Steal from who? Like if you don't let them people take that shit out this store and keep your life.
Boy, you finna die.
I know you're not finna die.
For some detergent.
For some come on, bro. These people ain't stealing steak.
Arm and Hammer in here.
Right. Look,
Right,
and they,
man.
shit,
So
that's
these
crazy.
people ain't going in there stealing safe. They're going in there getting dishwashing
Necessities
detergent
of
and
life.
toothpaste and
Right.
come on, bro.
That's like Ferguson, man. You know, people's like, oh, look at the looters. I'll never forget, man. It's like probably like the third day. You know what I mean, we went to the safe house. By this time, we setting up the safe house so people can have all the goods, and because you know, D-Ray and them was setting up they fake safe house and getting stealing all the supplies online and netting them, and they end up coming to they was like, we don't have supplies here. I mean, we days into it, like, you know, by third day we was fully set up, and now people running up in shit, right? So we got the medics and all of this, and these black people too, by the way. We really had our people set up. And they was like, look at this looter in Family Dollar. I'll never forget it. And the dude had a bag. He was taking nothing but school clothes and school supplies. I will never forget watching TV. I'm looking at the TV in the safe house. I'm like, this dude had notebooks. You seeing him. He like getting the notebooks, and I'm saying he looking like, okay, these the uniform pants. Let me get the shirt. And he got up out there and said, look, that's a shame. And I was like, damn.
Right.
Now that's restitution right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Redistribution of goods.
That's it.
And I be saying this to the white socialists and Marxists of the world. I'll be like, I don't see nothing better than reparations to redistribute the wealth of the world.
Right.
But they ain't for that. You know, when they talk about it, they talking about white workers. You know, they talking about an agreement between the up and the down, and we ain't in that. And it's like we got to decolonize our thought to not only, see these moments and be pre-prepared, but not be reactionary in these moments and making revolutionary moments. Like, I would think about, like, what if when the shit kick off next time, a George Floyd kind of summer, people in there running in taking generators.
Right.
And you see what I'm saying? Niggas in here straight up.
I be getting chills, bro, because that's real.
Look at the generator.
You know, because that's real, bro. Let's get these trucks. Let's hook these boats up, man. Let's get all the supplies we need to save people in the Gulf Coast from these hurricanes.
Right. When we was down here in the protest for George Floyd, it was out here in Birmingham, man. We had a brother in a big ass dumpster truck and shit that blocked the fucking police for us. You feel me? And know he was on the clock. We know he was at work. You know what I'm saying? But hey, this is my contribution since I'm in this big ass truck, and they got all this shit trying to get y'all. You feel me? I'm gonna make a little give you a little time.
So seriously, we have to have a cadre prepared, right, to be able to at least present those ideas. You know what I'm saying? Say, look, bro, I know we didn't hit all these shoe stores, but what about these generators over here, man?
Give me all the drills and all the drill sets, chainsaws.
I need some wood.
I need some paint.
Yeah, right. Let's
grab me all the red, black, and green paint up out of there.
Oh no, seriously. So again, man, at this organization, that's what we aim to do. We aim to make sure that we're not only politicized but revolutionized, right? Again, we political because we out there. It's like we out here, man. I'm out here, but my actions are going to be revolutionary. Right. I'm not gonna make political whatever. Well, I understand the proletariat. I understand the white workers, but guess what? The white workers at home right now cheering us on, if not in mass out here with us. Feel me? So again, just being, like you said, be prepared to be able to move the masses a certain way if need be. And again, in times like this where there isn't mass rebellion, which it should be always somewhere in America, I don't understand.
Or at least plotting and planning and scheming on that.
Exactly. So that's what we could be doing undercover. We could be plotting, on a come up. You know what I'm saying? Plotting on a come up as we prepare for whatever happens next. And then if it never happened for us, guess what? We share our ideas with our comrades in Venezuela, Brazil, Haiti, so on and so forth. Like, look, man, this is what we came with. If the shit hit the fan, this is what we said we was gonna do.
Right.
This is some of the stuff we want to share with y'all since y'all shit hitting the fan right now.
Yeah. Because it'd be amazing to in these moments, even like you said, like the decolonizing of the combustible moments is like, like, all right, man, here's the list. I need, like, we tired of begging people for GoFundMe's and trying to raise. All right, no, go get now. Who got the garden list? Go get the tillers.
Right.
You know,
who's dropping off with 0 turns at Home Depot?
Yeah,
we got a whole parade. We got a whole parade of lawnmowers going down, driving down the freeway.
Fuck that.
They're like, damn, they done filled up a whole van full of goddamn 0 turns and tillers. And like, nigga, then next month we got a dishwashing drive. We just handing out the Tide and all that other and just throwing that shit out. You on God for why not?
We just gotta be on one like the Jehovah's Witnesses, like we talked about during COVID. Did not see them, period, because they had a mandate that said stay in the house, and you know they love knocking on doors. I haven't seen one yet. Still, because they under strict orders of their nation. I'm gonna go ahead and say that part. They under strict orders from their nation to do what the hell they supposed to do, and they doing it.
They doing it.
And it's that simple.
It's that simple. I think the biggest part is, you know, a lot of times we have these conversations, especially on Twitter, and people like, man, we need to be on code. We need to be on code. I'll be like, what's the code?
Right.
Makes sense of what is the code and why is the code beneficial? You know, and when I get to asking them questions, the rooms go silent. Now people, if you don't know the code, then just say the code out loud so you get it.
Right. We black, nigga, don't say it.
You don't know,
you ain't supposed to know,
but you know what else? That's another right. That's like a bullshit answer for I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Basically. So that's it. Because I'm like, nigga, you ain't large, like we say, you ain't ready for the meat yet. Like, nigga, you ain't ready for the meat. Shit. I'm tired of like, hey, give me or stop hoarding this shit because you don't know.
You don't know. So you sound
right.
You sounding real 85% right now.
They sound like we say.
You the 85, bro. If a nigga accuse me of being an 85, I'm gonna be mad, bro.
Right, not
I ain't at 85, bro.
Yeah, they get, but that's the point, right, man? You know, like we gotta get out of this, waiting for tragedy, kind of not being prepared, argumentative. Debate till we blue in the face, and then be armchair revolutionaries after the fact of what should have happened and what might have happened. And on my mama, if that would have happened here as Negroes, pull up, slide, be that thing, connect to people.
Because shit happens everywhere.
It's gonna happen.
Because
it's happening right now. And
again, for those, it should have happened. Negroes, where your offense at? Again, we ain't always got to be so reactionary, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can show some offenses every now and then. We could just go. Me and Z walked past Waffle House the other day. Wanted to shut that motherfucker down.
Right.
On GP.
On GP, on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we should go in there and shut that motherfucker down.
After all these years, nigga, I'm still mad and I will fuck that shit up. Quit playing with me.
One of our friends, I ain't gonna snitch because she might get on the live, but she was trying to go to Waffle House and last night. You feel me? And we was like, and she didn't know. You know what I'm saying? But we was like, nah, we not going to Waffle House, bro. Like, we just don't do that. And she finally asked, like, why y'all going so hard against Waffle House? Like, because we boycotting and we don't fuck with it. So again, we didn't go. The long story short was, we was hungry as a motherfucker. That's the only thing that was open, and we didn't go.
I came home and ate 2 corn dogs.
Yeah, we came home and ate some shit we put in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? Because
I would have had to go make some pancakes myself or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't finna do it, because we principled. And sometimes, and like I said, sometimes we can just go on offense. It ain't always got to be because it's in the media or it's because it got attention to it. Like that Waffle House shit was a long time ago. Many of the people who stood out there with us eating at Waffle House, bro, and let their friends eat at Waffle House too.
Let's not forget, she was not the only incident.
It was a lot across the whole nation. It wasn't just Shakisha. It was a whole bunch of incidents across
North Carolina.
Yeah,
Atlanta.
Yeah. So again, it wasn't just again.
People we so
and that proves the other point of what we were saying is that we need to be prepared, and we ought not be the people who easily forget. You know what I'm saying? Like we hold shit that we shouldn't hold, and we forget the shit that we shouldn't forget. You know what I'm saying? So we mad at I'm mad at this nigga for and like I said from 1992 because he did some bullshit to me. Right, but I just forgave the whole system after they done gave me a lifetime of crap. You know what I'm saying, of oppression. We'll hold a grudge against our family, but we'll forgive the police, and we've seen what they do to our black men every day, and still been doing since we seen the last video of a police killing the black man. It's still been happening. You know, but we forgive, we like, all right, and we forget, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, we need to remember this shit, bro. We need to always have a healthy paranoia of the police, right? We need to always have a healthy paranoia of capitalism in whatever form it manifests itself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We need to have a, you know, when you filling out an application and they talking about 725 and 825, you need to be able to, you should feel something in your heart to say, man, this ain't right. I say something. This all y'all paying y'all folks.
You gotta
hell no, I
that,
can't work here. If y'all doing y'all workers like that, nigga, I can't get down with you.
You gotta fill it out like Loke Dog on Don't Be a Menace, nigga. I need $3 million. Look, cash.
Hey, yo. Oh, that's his portion.
Okay, he was not playing with that.
Hey, that's my portion.
You know, so we have to, you know, we have to be principled even when it's not popular to be. We gotta be, to us, we gotta be revolutionary even when it's not popular to be, even when we ain't getting no kudos for it. You know, we just ain't going. It'd have been many nights when me and Zena came home from work and we just Waffle Houses. We the past 10 Waffle Houses. You know what I'm saying?
Through your nose, you just smell it and you like,
yeah, well, for real, you know. But we not doing it. And there's other things. Hoover. We don't fuck with Hoover. We'll never go to the mall unless we going to shut some shit down. Only time we was going to Hoover, it was a movement space. It was Adelante, the worker center.
You
know what I'm saying? So next time you come, we'll take you. That's the only time we go to Hoover. And it's to the worker center to do some revolutionary shit.
The immigrant workers.
Hoover is a crazy spot, man, because you know, I love football. So Hoover is like a big time national powerhouse in high school football. And people like Marlon Humphrey, first round draft pick, went to Alabama, first round draft pick of the Baltimore Ravens. It's a lot of cats that come out of Hoover. But when that went down, I went, you know, I'm sending kites like, yo, what's up? You checking what's going on? It's just all them people were silent. And even like their girlfriends and all of that, like it's a tight-knit family. They ain't saying nothing. I'm like, yo, how can you got somebody in your town, right? I don't know if the dude was a former player, but I think one of his family members played at Hoover. And it's like, what happened to the Hoover family? We always family? What happened to that? And it's like, white supremacy has a way of, like you saying, like they gonna do something. And they've done so much that we should be prepared to whoop them. Like you said, whenever we want, we should just wake up one day and just be like, you know what, fuck it, McDonald's today. Because all of them didn't explode.
So just to back up. Just to back up a second, right? And it's gonna prove a couple points. So the brothers specifically that are recruited to these schools, right? Most of these people didn't live in Hoover. They was recruited right from here, around the corner from me, right? So they have a savior complex when it comes to these places, right? Alabama saved me. Niggas ain't gonna talk shit about the school of Alabama because they feel like they saved me. They're not gonna talk shit or go against Hoover because they feel like they gave me an opportunity that I wouldn't have had if I was stuck over there on the other side of Jefferson County.
And then on top of that, the parents feel like they special because they chose my baby, and I'm not going against these motherfuckers either because they took me out of the situation that was, you know what I'm saying?
How white supremacy and how colonization works, it traps you where you can't do nothing, bro. They're my folks. You know what I'm saying? They, like Lil Wayne said,
right?
He said, Uncle Bob saved me. He said, what was it, Uncle Bob or some shit? He's like, Uncle Bob saved me, bro. He said, I can't be mad at all police ain't bad. All white folks ain't racist.
But you mad at niggas, though.
You know, and then in the same sentence, you talking shit about, you know, at the time the Black Lives Matter.
Right.
With no concept of what we have of understanding. But you talking shit about people trying to do something different. You know what I'm saying? So
and you straight out of Holly Grove, nigga. You need to cut it out.
So it's like how you have loyalty to these folks and you really see what's going on just because you had one incident where they was good to you or they saved you or you alleged they helped you. So that's a complex we have. Right. We don't want to go against, you know, I don't want to go against them white folks because they helped me out over here. One of my friends was talking about, you know, and it's so funny, bro. People have the tendency, because you know how we are, we super pro-black. So people have the tendency to have to explain their white friendships and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, and we don't care. No, we got friends that are white too. We gotta tell them we got white friends, bro. I don't know what the fuck. But they be like, oh, you know, they'll be telling us, they'll be like, these white folks help me do this. You know, all white folks ain't bad. And we like, look, We ain't saying all white. I don't know why you got to tell us that. That's cool that it's cool that they help you.
They feel guilty.
They do feel guilty, but it's like yes, they helped you, but guess what? You feel like you know how many black people have helped you in your life that you don't feel that same loyalty or you don't feel that
black
same.
People.
Right.
That you ain't gonna say all black people ain't bad. You ain't gonna say never. Say out of nowhere when white people saying something about black people, I ain't never say all black people ain't bad. I ain't never heard no Negro say that.
Right.
In my life, you can let 10 white folks in a row do you wrong, and you still gonna say they ain't all bad. But let one black person do something to your ass, it's over with.
It's over.
You talk about them in the street. You talk about them on Facebook. Talk about for real shit, and this is sad, especially with black.
The cookout, you at the cookout, talking bad about somebody.
Man, right.
Niggas.
Like we said, black businesses.
Like damn.
I have let them, like I said, not let, but you know, people mess up shit, and me, especially at a black business, it's all how you handle it. The customer service part of it. Of course, I'm gonna come back. I don't even care if you messed up my shit or whatever. The way you handle it, yes, I'll be back. Like I said, we didn't got our shit messed up at McDonald's, Burger King, multiple fucking times, and you still going there after 15 years.
Yeah, after 30.
And you'll even say, every time I come here, y'all mess up my shit, but you still be back.
Niggas talk shit about the landlord every month. You gonna pay that motherfucking fee.
On time.
Because
you ain't got late fee money.
Exactly.
I told
you ain't even got the money to piss them off.
Nigga give them the money talking shit. You gonna crack a motherfucker.
Right, and then you still gonna pay them.
But because you got to.
So we were at Publix today, and I had a chance to give my daughter a teaching moment because we're at the deli section getting the sandwiches or whatever. The white lady is making our sandwich and shit. Here come the black lady telling me, I don't know, look, I don't know who they think I am. I ain't no manager. Woo. So I'm thinking to myself, so the white lady listening to your ass say this shit too. But like I told my daughter, forget the white lady. This lady talk all this shit right now and still do what the fuck she says she not finna watch.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't finna walk all the way over here and do this, nigga. You just walked all the way over there. Did what you said you wasn't gonna do. And like they got you messed up and all this shit, but you still going to do exactly what they want you to do. Like, come on, like I told her, don't be that person.
Then I say some shit like, because they need me for real.
Come on now.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what kind of complex that is, but man, nah.
Prove it.
Prove exactly.
By walking off this job right now and let their ass call you back with more money.
Man, I be seeing people. I mean, I know it's YouTube, but I be seeing the YouTube things where they'll walk up to a person working at a certain place, Walmart or McDonald's or something like that, and they got 10 bands. And they're like, would you quit for this 10 bands? And they're like, hell no, I wouldn't quit for 10 bands. I'll be gone so fast.
Right.
I'll be going so fast, bro. Like, nigga, 10 bands right now. I'm going to get another, you know, it's a job. You know what I'm saying? But they be feeling so loyal to these companies. Like, I would never disrespect Walton like that and take this money and walk off.
Because they feel it's a trick.
No one goddamn well, you should take this money, go fix your car, go pay a couple months in rent, chill out, get that job that you've been wanting to get, that you really been looking at, right? I think Z was finna say something about this other video we seen about this McDonald's. It was a sister. She pulled up to McDonald's and some other sisters was in there, or maybe it was just one sister. At McDonald's, she was like, man, how much you make? And the sister was like, man, I make 9, 10. And she was like, look, man. Yeah, she was like, man, I hire you right now if you leave that mug. She ran out that motherfucking nigga on shift and said, nigga, when do I start?
Fuck it. You can keep
like, when do I start?
Right.
You know, and that's what we need to be doing for our folks, you know?
Right.
When we spot our people, that's great. I always said, like, I always wanted a restaurant. I was like, it was like, well, you know, it's hard to find good help. I'm like, what? No, the fuck it ain't. You know how many times I done went to a fast food spot or something and seen somebody do some extraordinary shit, and I'll be in my mind, I'll be like, damn, you doing all this at Burger King for $9 an hour.
Right. We see 2 people run like in Mobile and rallies, man. 2 or 3 sisters at lunchtime running the whole rallies by themselves. Two sides open, whoop, 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 whoop. And that's always like, damn, y'all can have your own business. Somebody invest in y'all. Because y'all making like 1,000 burgers within a couple hours. Y'all assembling them, y'all doing this, y'all taking money, y'all adding, y'all fixing problems, you know, making ice cream because the ice cream machine work and ain't McDonald's. Like, damn, nigga, imagine if y'all was making all that money. Imagine if y'all could just take all that money home that y'all made in that 1 or 2 hours. Because it's like 10 bands in a couple hours, nigga, at these places, man.
Yeah, shit.
You know, because it's lunch
and it's going to somewhere else. It's in our community. Like Malcolm said, they extracted from our community. Somebody who don't live in your community, not from you, don't know your culture, don't invest. Just take that shit somewhere, and the
You just a worker to them.
Complaint. You just say it.
I'm gonna talk about
And a prime example of that is that damn show, Undercover Boss. When them motherfuckers come to their job and can't even do the job, you the CEO of all this, you can't even work the cash register.
You can't even work the dishwasher.
But you ruining whole people's lives, nigga. By like, you know what I'm saying? Hiring, firing, all that. They don't know how to do nothing.
They be like, I seen that one time, the same thing. He was like, old fat white dude. He was just there, and this black woman was running it. And he was like, I just can't believe that she would do that. She takes the bus to work. She runs the shift. The guy that I brought in to do this doesn't even do that. She does his job, take care of her mother.
Right.
Who's
That's
sick.
a normal black woman.
Right.
That's a regular ass black woman,
That's
bro.
every day, fam.
And look, and check this out. We so black. You learned all this about that sister when she was outside smoking on that 15-minute lunch break, nigga. Like
because she knew she had to get back early.
Nigga, what? Look, she told you shit. Okay, then.
No, for real. So that's a normal day in life of our folks.
Right.
It's having to go through that type of struggle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got to go to work sick. Got to hide your sickness.
Yeah.
You can't even heal correctly. You got to go to work hide.
The other day, like black people, like hell no, they gonna have to send me home.
Send me home. Shit, I'm gonna go get that money. Got to send me home.
Sweat what?
COVID. He
no, for real. Seriously. Bro,
can't even
I know there are probably thousands of cases out there where COVID has been spread or somebody been sick, and they still had to go to work because they couldn't miss that little cheese, bro. And I'd rather hide my sickness, keep you know, keep quiet and don't let nobody know. I can't cough, I can't do nothing, hold my breath. Yeah, got to go outside every 15. Every time I go to the bathroom.
And hope that weird cough don't come out of nowhere. That sound like Lord knows what. Lord knows what hole that came out of the way that sounded, right?
But that's what it is, and it's like, you know, like so you so poor you can't even afford to be sick.
Cause guess what? We saving our sick days for when we feel good.
On God, I'm not gonna take a sick day and I'm sick.
I need to save my sick days for my vacation. Fuck y'all, y'all tripping.
I need to save a sick day when I gotta go see my folks.
Oh God.
What you mean?
Playing, okay?
And that's messed up. That's fucked up, man. That's like, but that's how we are, and we gotta like really deal with this shit, right? And it's like we gotta get to the point where we can find the solutions, create clear messaging and pathways for the solutions, and put that out to the masses. Like, fuck that job, quick, walk off. Like, what I mean, it's like, you know, it's Burger King's Chipotle, nigga. Like, leave,
right?
Leave,
right.
Like, you know, it's not like the literal meaning of slavery, because we had that conversation. My homeboy last night, he was like, when the homeboys like, nigga, you work this, you do this, you a slave, and then he was like, nigga, a slave will slap you, nigga. They ain't got no, I ain't no slave, nigga. Like, I may be not getting my worth. But slave, that's different, right? And it's like, yeah, I kind of get both sides. And it's like, do you need it? Can you choose not to not have it? If you can't, you really ain't got no choice. You may not be getting whipped and shit. But you know, if you chose something else, it'll be over. And that's what we got to get to the point where our people is hiring our people. And that shit is not even a part of the equation. And then we can't even, like you said, like even decolonizing the business tip is like, you know, some of these black businesses, even here, you know, we got the Black Wall Street group. We got like 8,000 people in the group, man. Hella people, a whole bunch of black business owners. And I would go to the black business owners and be like, y'all hiring me? And be like, yeah, what y'all paying? Huh? What are y'all paying people? You want me to go find some people? What you paying people? I only have one brother to be like, look, if somebody come in with their thing and I see them come in, I don't even care. Dude was like, I don't even care how much they want. He said, man, I can't have an off day. What they need, 12, 15, what they need? What's up?
Yeah,
right.
They can do that in the front like me, nigga. They can get 20 up on me. What's up?
God. And that's what we need, man. And that's when my homeboy Giuseppe, when he first said he gonna start his business, you know what I'm saying? I asked him, you know, what you gonna be paying people? You know what I'm saying? Are you getting into business to be like these white folks that you hate so much.
And black capitalists.
You know what I'm saying? The black capitalist that's gonna slave the next person to do your shit that you should be doing, or you gonna be in to this day. He said that stuck with him, and when he does have people on the truck, they his partner for the day. You know what I'm saying? You my partner. Why you on this truck? You my partner. We finna split this profit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even about nigga an hourly rate at this moment because you my people. You know what I'm saying? But right, bro, we can't just accept. I mean, we can't just act like these folks. You know what I'm saying? When we get a little bit of power and are in a position to be able to hire people, like you said, that's not even an equation with a lot of black folks in black business. You know, we can't. Like I say, man, $15 an hour should be black folks' minimum wage that you're willing to accept or willing to give out, and that's not even enough for most of these cities.
Right. But like you said, a friend with that business, he understands that you do need a fucking peace of mind. So I am willing to pay a motherfucker $25 to make him do this goddamn job because he, like you said, he ain't had a fucking day off.
And I can fill out this paperwork real fast. Shit, give me a paperwork day.
Hey, yo, he was Jamaican dude. He was like, he said, I don't even care. He was like, I don't care if the nigga can read. He ain't got shit. He said, I help the nigga do W-2s, all this shit.
Right.
I need
First of all, look, you know this nigga tired. He Jamaican.
Yeah, Jamaicans known for not having no day off, nigga.
But his restaurant became like the most, lit Jamaican spot in the city. So he was like, damn, man. He's like, man, fuck this. He was like, yo, find me somebody. Because white girl came in, she got the job. He was like, I was like, come on now. He was like, you think I want a white bitch up in here in the front of a Jamaican spot, nigga? But who else coming? He's like, I can't live. He said, I stood outside. I watched him. He was standing outside like, I'll hire you right now. He was like, yeah, I just need 4 hours out of somebody. I got $100. What's up? And he said people was walking by like thinking it was a prank, not doing in. He was like, yo, I got it right here. He was running the whole joint by himself. It's like, this is where we are, right? We got to have multiple conversations about how to run a business, but also our people got to have love poured in them, and we got to connect them to the right places so they can walk off of McDonald's. So when you do see the sister that's amazing, who from some way, somehow, she done fixed the ice cream machine at the joint. Because I'd be mad as a mother. I'd be ready to knock all this shit over. That's where we got to be, man. And unfortunately, we argue too much around what a solution could be, and we're not even trying what we know can work.
We arguing on the semantics.
No, that sound like black capitalism. Go figure it out. Let's go see.
Look, don't call me black. I ain't black. Black is a color. I ain't black.
Shit. What you mean, boy?
Okay.
That's a color.
That's a color, right. So we on that tip too. We all fuck that.
Yeah.
They got a treaty where I'm from. This the only country with a treaty.
Right. Stop playing. See, y'all being petty. Look, bro, it's coming up to an hour, man. We need some FaceTime real quick.
Okay. What y'all need?
On the big
boom,
screen.
Boom, boom. Y'all ready? Let's get it.
Peace, family. We back at you again for another session of pettiness. So today's pettiness, we don't really talk about Christmas or anything like that. But we're gonna talk a little bit of shit today because it is Decolonize December. December is equated with Christmas, and we
apparently
have to.
Jesus was a Capricorn,
right?
So let me stop.
I'm gonna start with a song. It's beginning to look a lot like fuck this. No, I'm just kidding. But yes, Decolonize December. Christmas, y'all. Christmas is not our holiday. We are it's neither culturally ours, spiritually ours, religiously ours. It's not our time to serve. If we do practice and serve Christmas, we are serving this society. We are serving the machine, right? Christmas is a European holiday or a Christian holiday, right? And if you are celebrating it as a Christian, you ought to be telling Jesus happy birthday. It shouldn't be Merry Christmas. It should be happy birthday, Jesus. Happy birthday, little baby Jesus. And we should be having birthday candles and celebrations to baby Jesus. If you're celebrating Christmas as a European, right? And I don't know any Europeans with our color skin. It's a cultural holiday for Europeans. It's a pagan cultural holiday for Europeans. that were created for them and by them. And when I see us celebrating it and us embodying the spirit of Christmas, it
pisses him off.
It's irritating to my soul. I don't, it's irritating to my soul. The only time Black people, right, became a part of this religious or European holiday was when money became involved. So when capitalism and Christmas met, that's when Black people were marketed to. That's when Black people, that's when they encouraged Black people to start bringing trees into their homes and buying gifts, so on and so forth.
Right.
I'm from the hood, so I see what Christmas does to poor people. I see how Christmas pulls families apart. I see how Christmas puts family into deep depression and into debt, right? And then we trying to recover when tax season come, and we gotta recover all the debt that we spent at this European or religious holiday, and we're not even Christians. Right. So again, a part of decolonizing our mind is acting like a decolonized people. That means we're going to embody our own culture. We're going to embody things that are specifically for us, made by us, made with intentions to build us, right? And Christmas feels good because we spend the time with family, so on and so forth. But when I see people celebrating and you got your little hats on and you singing Christmas carols, right? And for those of you who are watching this, Christmas carols, Jingle Bells and the racist origins of Jingle Bell. Y'all go look it up. We're not making this stuff up. Jingle Bell has racist origins where the dude used to dress up in blackface and go on Broadway and sing Jingle Bell, right? Making fun of Black folks. Again, so a part of decolonizing is remembering that we don't fuck with Christmas. Last year, the year before last, we was Black. We wasn't fucking with Christmas. This year just seems like people have forgotten.
Lost it.
Right?
Well, our folks, we gonna say,
or just the folks that we see in home.
Going to Christmas parties and all that stuff, which, like I said, the only thing I could think of as far as Black people were, it'd be a good thing, not Christmas-wise, but just being off work and spending time with your family, but not in the name of Christmas.
Or baby Jesus.
Or especially, as we like to talk about, your children don't keep those toys or anything for longer than 6 months that you didn't spend more than 6 months of a paycheck on. Because they really don't see the value either. You know what I'm saying? Because they do see how adults act all through the year as well. So it's like, let's not, like I said, we're going into debt, going into depression. The children who may deserve to have something, their parents may not have it, and that still makes the parents feel bad and things like that. Or the children are writing notes to the parents like, it's okay, don't worry about it. I don't really, but it's just a whole process.
There are many deserving children. There are many deserving children who won't be able to get gifts because their family are poor and can't afford gifts. So does that make them less than, right? No, it doesn't, but it makes them feel less than because their family can't give them what they see other children get.
Okay.
So in the spirit of pettiness, drop Christmas, celebrate Kwanzaa, to get some of these principles.
Right.
For real, get some of this culture, celebrate something that was made for you, with you in mind, culturally, phonetically, right? Everything about it is made for us. And
it's not about money. I love that part about it. It's about, like you said, principle. It's about the togetherness. It's about appreciating what we have, the things we already have that are not materialistic whatsoever. Those are the things that I think about. And just as an adult, as we hear these conversations, it just doesn't make sense to me that somebody says, a whole lot to get this, and that, and in the same breath, you talking about how you can't pay your light bill or can't pay. No, I'm not gonna buy a toy or something over my light bill because I feel like that don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it together, y'all. For real, let's get it together spiritually. And this is time to just get rid of the BS. We have to, but it's consuming us. It's consuming our children, and we see the effects of it every single day. In children and adults. Every single day.
So that was our spotlight. That was our decolonized December spiel.
Right, but we love y'all and spend time with y'all family though. Just do it because you love your family. Shit, not because of some baby Jesus. You feel me? Do it because you need your mama and your cousins and your aunties supposed to be going through it with you all year. So
I say.
Tori, you back there?
He put he putting his Christmas tree down. He turn the Christmas lights off real fast.
Turn this
Turn
shit,
the
man. I'm
Christmas
Black
turn the
Power,
Christmas
man.
music
Black
off.
Power. Black
He was
Power,
finna play
man.
he was finna play the Temptation Christmas special
Oh
for
yes,
Mariah
by the
Carey
way,
get to going.
disclaimer, the Temptations is not just a Christmas song, that's an all through the year song. You can bump that still, people.
No,
Bump that year. You can bump that.
Please don't.
You can bump
Please
that
don't.
all year. It'll never be done like that again.
Look. But I was really tripping because today, with the kids, we outside because it's crazy, unseasonably warm, and two people walking down the street, cussing each other out like cats and dogs, just going, no, you gonna get up out of here and this and that, and you can hear it. She's like, every time you get drunk, one of them. And my son was like, man, and my daughter was like, what's going on? She's sick. She looking like, what? And I was like, it's okay, baby. That's, Black people, we get a little animated, but we ain't hurting nobody. We just, we got to let that out. And my son was like, yeah. He was like, I used to be like, scared when I was real young, living in the hood. But I'm just like, it's okay. And then I heard the lady say, this shit really like broke my heart. She was like, but it's Christmas and I gotta do something for him. And you can hear her voice cracking up. And I was just like, you finna do all this for one funky day that ain't got nothing about you in mind. And you really like finna like for her. And she heard it. She was like, I'm trying to do best I can. And it's Christmas. And I gotta do something for him. And I just looked at the sister. I said, it's okay. And she just shook her head. She was just like, you can see, like, she's like, what else I'm gonna do? Like, this all I know.
Right.
Exactly.
Like so what helped, right, is what she said. That's all I know. Right. Mm-hmm. Our children are we give it to our during this season. Right, because our children are so understanding, and we be expecting them to be tripping sometime during Christmas and stuff like that, but they don't. They understand because we've never pushed that on them. You know what I'm saying? Now we have been, again, we worked at the park and stuff, so the children have been part of Christmas parties and stuff like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? They have received community gifts and things like. But you know what they did last time they received gifts? You know what they did with their gifts, bro? They bagged them up and we gave them to a family who really needed it. They said, maybe just gonna keep one thing. They all kept one thing out there, and the folks love them, so they got a whole bunch of stuff.
But furthermore, they put it in a black bag because they know the circumstances of where the lady stay at with the kids, and they ain't even want the people around the way to see what they. Come on.
No, yeah. So what happened was the children said, look, we'll give our toys away. Do we know somebody? We like, yes, there's a lady that needs it. In over there in Pritchard. And when we went, it was not Alabama Village, but Go Village. And when we went, and she was like, thank you for putting it in the black bag, right? We're trying to hide it from her children, so her children can know that it was from her versus some people that pulled up. We didn't want to take credit for. We really, we don't like Christmas. We definitely don't want to take credit for it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, we want to help this family out. So she thanked us for putting it in a black bag, not to hide it from her children, but to hide it from her neighbors. Because she didn't want them to know that there's some stuff coming in the house. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, man, we live in a society where you got to worry about that. We trying to hide these gifts from these children. And you worry about hiding from your neighbors. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a hard world out there. You know what I'm saying?
Her car got a bullet hole in it. You feel me? And she in the damn house all the time. So all of that, So
it's hard, man. So during this season, we definitely appreciate our children for being so understanding.
And children like them.
And children like them. And we do reward them for being so understanding. So we still make sure they go have some fun. We still make sure that they're not feeling left out in society. And we live in the hood anyway. Like I say, each year they'll see the little motorbikes going by on Christmas, but by the time February comes, not a motorbike in sight.
They either broke down or at the pawn shop.
At the pawn shop, on God, So that's the worst. But our children are so understanding. We appreciate them, and I just recommend that if we raise our children up a certain way, they will understand, bro. We raising young revolutionaries, so they understand these revolutionary concepts of throwing off the shackles of colonization and building into your Africanness, so they understand that.
But like you said, they got to see it. They got to see this toy right now in January and see that it ain't here from multiple people. So they like, damn, y'all telling the truth. You feel me? Like, for real.
And they got to say their parents holding strong. Their parents can't be out there celebrating, going to, you know, coming home drunk.
Yeah, we don't do that here. We don't think about, we ain't put no tree on, we ain't get no concerts, nothing. All right, y'all, I'll be back.
Right,
right,
right.
Ugly sweater party. You at the ugly sweater party, but you don't believe in Christmas.
Right.
Come on now. And then next month you so black, you know. Now you're gonna talk about what we doing for MLK Day because black people need to.
I told you about that one time, like 6 years ago, when him and Sunshine was going at it, our daughter, and he was like, "That's why you such and such." She said, "So that's why you work for a white man." And he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, she got me.
That motherfucker had to quit his job that day. He said, "You know what? You got
because you watching me, you know."
Yeah, they do that. They fuck yeah. I had to tell my son, because he was like, man, he's like, what she mean? I was like, son, she doing all that for Christmas.
Yeah.
I said, all because the white man said that this is the holiday that you show everybody that you love them through a gift. And he said, that's a pretty sad way to live life.
Right, sound like fat.
Right.
Sound like our youngest son. They so, you know,
but it is.
It's
you know,
true though.
Is.
It's true. And you know what else? She ain't even gonna take credit for the gift, like you said. She's still gonna give Santa credit for all that shit he just went through.
And that's the other spill. You might want to, you know, we do this whole. We do this again. We're talking about getting rid of the colonized mind state.
Right.
We continue to traumatize our children with a white Santa. I'm not even saying replace them with a black Santa, right? But we see that young. I don't know about you, Tori, but when young black babies are approached by a Santa, they hate it. And they sit them on the lap, and you take a picture of the crying little baby
screaming.
A white Santa.
They be screaming.
You teaching your child that I don't give a fuck what
you feel
your
like,
feelings. I'm gonna sit you on this white man lap, and you gonna like this shit, and you gonna motherfucking, you know what I'm saying?
Which translates into like a bunch of us sisters have been through in the corporate world. I don't give a fuck what you feel like. If this white man want to touch you,
if this white man, nigga, the white man is.
That's what the fuck you do, and then you go on about your business. Or I'm gonna sit my little black daughter on this white man lap, but don't sit on your fucking uncle or your brother or anybody else in your family lap. But sit on his, and you crying about the shit.
You know, come on, man.
Now I'm fucking sexually confused and shit. Like I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like
me too. But when you grown, it's just the contradictions.
Exactly.
Because can't nobody sit no grown, feminist on no man lap by force.
Right.
But for the holiday pick, for Big Mama to smile and you send out the envelopes and everybody got one on their mantle, you're gonna force people to sit around, put on these colors. Come on now. We got, like you said, like I say, oh, I ain't doing none of that. Then like even go further, I'm like, oh, they still like even one year we had the kids in the hood and Ferguson, they was like, oh, Kwanzaa. And one of the kids said something, it just made me say, fuck all that shit. He said, oh man, Kwanzaa like 7 Christmases.
Yeah. Oh God. That's what's up.
Right.
That's what's up.
He's like you're like Christmas 7 days.
7 days of feeling good on God.
And I was like, I don't even want you comparing this shit to Christmas.
Yeah, except for that. Exactly.
But hey, we know you got education. You there.
What he was saying was the feeling. Right. He said the feeling of it. Yeah. But you're right. Because ask somebody. Again, what I explained a couple minutes ago is that Christmas is it's either for baby Jesus and his birthday, or it's a European holiday.
Cultural holiday. That's right.
We don't fit nowhere in there. You know, we just don't fit that, except for capitalism, except for fueling this. Again, we can't be fooled by your fake principles. That's what we talk about in our other study group, is that we got these fake ass rituals that don't even make sense to us. And Christmas is one of those things. We do that as a community ritual. We putting up a tree. We doing this. We buying. You know how much, bruh? We can at least. You know how much people spend on wrapping paper each year? I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? We haven't even.
I know it costs more than $1 and more than $1 million. Get that shit.
Yeah.
That's
so
what we know.
Us as black people haven't even said
too late for the wrapping paper.
Right.
Come on. Then we're gonna throw that shit away.
Backwoods. Nah.
Oh God. And that's the first thing that we gonna throw away in the trash is like the wrapping paper.
Right.
And us black folks even said, look, since we do celebrate Christmas, we gonna jump in there. We gonna own all the wrapping paper. We gonna do a black wrapping paper. We ain't even did none of that, bro. We just so caught up in they shit that we can't even see. I don't know.
How about no wrapping paper, nigga? We gonna put your shit right there.
Man,
You gonna know what it
bro.
is.
It's sad that we do this big old community ritual and it really doesn't benefit our spirit.
But that's why we have to talk about rituals, because people think ritual is just some other shit. You feel me? It's like we do this every day. Y'all just don't recognize it as such, but we do it all the time. Every Sunday you do that shit if you go to church and you putting some damn money in that collection plate and all that. The building fund, we ain't built shit yet, but you continuously put money in the building fund and we still in the same building after 30 years. No, it's the same thing. Birthdays, all that shit. All of that is the same. Ritualistic. Same shit.
And it's not benefiting our spirit.
And then when our elders and ancestors came with Kwanzaa, people like, what? What we need that for? Because it's for you.
Right, because we don't have shit.
Ritual stuff. And this ain't.
Exactly.
Right. This holy water.
Y'all lighting trees and this and this, bro.
The tree, wait. The tree they specifically told you not
to bring in your house.
To bring it to your shit and decorate with shit. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one we gonna use, y'all.
That gotta be the one.
That's why I say, why are you celebrating Christmas?
That shit.
And you can ask folks because I want to say, it's a family thing. Nah. Well, celebrate family.
Without the tree. Like I said, my grandmother, Lord rest her spirit, that she was Catholic, straight up did Christmas. That was their thing. You feel? She was a nurse. My grandfather was a truck driver and shit, but that was their thing they did. Christmas. That was her shit. But the last year she was here with me and our family and Kwanzaa, and we told her all the people who are the people who sent you cars and shit, and you've been sending out cars and money all year, whatever you gotten from any fucking body. You feel me? Nothing. And she started realizing that shit, and she did not put a Christmas tree up that last year that she was on this earth. She was like, fuck it. I understand what you mean. Yo, Africa, whatever you doing, that shit is working. You feel me? Because y'all right. You don't need all this. I'm not going into debt behind this shit no more and credit cards and all. Why? My nephew, my grandson called me, and Lord knows when, but I'm going into debt behind their ass.
Because my grandbabies.
And then when she
grandbabies you don't see, like, grandbabies they don't call you. They don't call you. They don't got nothing for you. No. Because you're going to do all this. You're going to do. Funny part is, and that's what it is. It's just a trap. You're going to do all this overtime in October and November to spend it all in December. Right. And you're going to spend too much of January in December. You're going to be crying all January. Everybody going to be in a fight. And everybody in the house going to be fighting. It's going to be fisticuffs. Everybody gonna be everybody gonna be a motherfucking nigga, and you ain't shit, and y'all ain't got it. In February, niggas gonna run to the tax people and get half your check whopped off because you need something, because you need it now.
You need it now, right?
And now by March, you so happy, you smiling ear to ear because you got your little piece of something. And by June, the pawn shop gonna be full of everything in your motherfucking house.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
That's the key, man. Mm-hmm. So we do have the abilities and we do have the knowledge to do better. So man, we just have to do better. And we're doing better, you know what I'm saying? But we just can't forget. I just see people easily forgetting the lessons of last year.
I think COVID got them. I think COVID, somebody died, you missed somebody, and you ain't got together in so long. I know the most conscious people getting booster shots and shit so they can be with their family for what? For what? I had to answer.
That's all a ploy.
Together for what? Why y'all doing it for what day? Huh?
Man, it's a ploy.
Right. And it don't make sense. Like I said, do that and not in memory or honoring nobody in Christianity. You feel me? Do it to be with your folks. Like in Compton on my block. We did a thing for 4th of July, but it had shit to do with the 4th of July. It's just this the day everybody gonna come together. We're gonna do this block party every city. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate it.
And then it's winter. Well, cold.
Right.
All our holidays, I said, look, black people, we need a revolt where we don't go to school December, January. We start school in February.
Oh God.
You want to get one? Yeah.
Yeah, because you just got started with Black History Month for us to really reset our mind. And we miss out on all this other cold weather shit. And we get right to it because our minds is not strong enough to do some shit. We need something like Christmas away from Christmas. We need some shit in summertime and spring. So we ain't even competing or nothing. We ain't even confusing about what none of these things are, because if our calendar overlap or look like they calendar at any given point, then we're gonna be culturally fucked up and trying to reteach and unlearn and all kind of bullshit. So
we can only hope that our grandchildren feel the way, our children, but grandchildren feel the way about Christmas like we do about Hanukkah. We don't know shit about it.
I don't know nothing.
So shit, I hope you don't know anything about no fucking Christmas tree, no nothing. You feel none of that shit, because we ain't talk about it in our damn house.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
Yes.
Well,
it's December. We got one more week left.
We got one more.
But the rest of our lives
slides for next week.
Thank you. We've been missing the slides.
Get the slides and couple videos, and I'm gonna go off on niggas. I think the whole one for the last one of the year should just be the pettiest Decolonize December one.
We're gonna have a blooper reel.
Yeah.
You say what?
A colonize blooper reel.
Just a whole bunch of screenshots of Facebook posts of coons and tweets.
Nah, I swear.
Oh shit.
We gonna take, and then I'm petty, so I'm telling you, all you pro-black people, I'm gonna be on all your social media taking pictures of your pictures of you celebrating Christmas.
All right, screenshot
the Ankh right.
Yeah.
The Ankh right.
And they go talk shit, and then like the biggest thing about Kwanzaa is they, motherfuckers talk shit.
Yeah,
they talk about Karinga and shit like that, but we gonna politicize.
Talk about Jesus, though.
You ain't gonna talk about you gonna talk about your dusty ass daddy, boy.
Right, right.
Yo, criminal ass mama, boy. Right. Nah, I'm just playing.
For real,
but,
shit.
No, you know what I'm saying. But that's
we gotta understand that a bad person did a great thing. Like we just gotta keep it a buck, man. He wasn't square. He wasn't on the up and up. Nigga got power hungry. But he did something culturally. The peace of mind that he had some contribution.
He contributed to something great. That's it.
And that's what most
we worship the man. We worship the
because it wasn't even just him.
Right. Exactly.
Right.
It was some sisters that created it too. But they don't understand. Come on, bro.
So look, y'all, just a real plug before we get off of this. So we will be doing, for Mad Liberation Education, we will be trying to go live every day for Kwanzaa. We're gonna try to do it in the morning. I don't know what time. Y'all just be on the lookout for it, and we're gonna try to politicize it, teach everybody the true meaning, how to celebrate, how to commemorate, so on and so forth. Get y'all Kanara game up like us.
Whoa.
Baby, go get mine out there. Move the Christmas tree and go get mine out.
It's that present right there. Open that box.
We got our candles. Woo! We ready.
So yeah, we'll definitely we'll go live each day so we can teach people. And again, we definitely hold Maulana Karinga accountable for all of his actions. At the same time, he is not Mr. Kwanzaa. He is not, and again, as far as black folks, we hold all black people accountable for their action. But if you held me at my worst action that I've done, y'all wouldn't fuck with me either. Yeah. If you would have held Tory or Z or any of us at our worst action,
you definitely wouldn't
you wouldn't fuck with us.
Like I said, you love the shit out of Malcolm, but he did some shit. So hey, we're gonna have to keep it real.
So again, man, do not just judge people for their worst deed.
Right.
I'll say.
Well, love y'all, family.
Yeah, I love you too, bro. It was good. Peace.
Next time. I'm gonna throw the Kwanzaa up.
Oh yeah. I see you.
Okay, he had to come back with some
you been in my you've been in my you been in my brand.
I'm all in. I went through the camera. I was like, oh, that's lit. I looked at that. I was like, ooh. And then Mom Julia seen it, and she was like, we got to do it every day. So now we got to really chop it up. And she really she want to do some stuff, and it's a lot she want to read and do all of that. Because 2 years ago, we did Kwanzaa for our books and breakfast. We did it every day in the community.
Okay.
So we did it in person right before the
look, tell it on yourself. 2 years of hoe. Tori.
2 years of 2 years of hoes.
Ho, and then you got Christmas hopping in there.
Hoeing. Okay.
We gonna try to do the same online. So I definitely want to tap with Mama Julia.
Yeah.
And we just want to make sure that people have some quality information. That's why we're gonna do it in the morning. Just have some quality information that they could reference.
Right.
During this 7 days.
And let me plug one of our elders, Auntie Yvette Chapman. She has a book on Amazon called 7 Beaded Bangles. And it's so y'all can get it on Amazon. She got our bookstore right up the street from us. But 7 Beaded Bangles, Yvette Chapman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we might raffle one off. We're gonna get one to raffle off we got a couple things that we're gonna be raffling. We got some sweaters in your size.
Right.
You feel me? So make sure you tap in, try to win you a sweater. And
old school sweaters, yes. Let me get her
Don't I hope it ain't no ugly Christmas sweater.
Man, stop playing, boy. These sweaters lit. Nah, it's just our homeschool logo. We got some sweaters there.
Yeah. All right.
So we just want to be able to spread that, and and then next week we'll talk about, I guess, in the back rooms, we'll be able to put our plans together for this year coming up. And we just need more people, man. We need more people talking about the IBFA.
Talking
we
about
need more
Black freedom, talking about building a movement, all of that.
So let's do it.
Let's man.
Let's do it.
We gotta stop talking, and we gotta start to kind of build, like, even on everything. So I just we got one more week. I'm just reflecting. It was a beautiful year. And I can't wait to get this Kwanzaa going and really build out for y'all. And build out together. So all right, man. I'm finna go eat some Christmas cookies.
Christmas food and cookie. Yeah, I knew it, nigga. I knew it.
Better go get that Honeywell ham out.
Get the glaze, get them damn cupcake. Go get the ginger. Y'all making gingerbread houses and shit over there.
Yeah. But look, watch this. They're gonna be red, black, and green though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just gonna gingerbread houses red, black, and green. You can do it. All right. Hey, we got the red, black, and green candy canes, so we straight, right?
No.
That's how Negro mind think.
Right. Look, not unless it's Gingy from Shrek. We ain't fucking with nobody but him.
I swear.
That's the homie.
But anyway, we love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, look for us, follow us, all that shit, man. We're gonna tap in with y'all back. Get lit. So we tapping in.
Peace, power. Let's
peace.
What if we had the power to bring every black leader throughout history together in this day and age? What could we accomplish? What if we brought the radical mobilizing of Dr. King together with the unapologetically black organizing of Malcolm X? What if we used the political ideas of Fannie Lou Hamer and put it with the successes of Julius Nyerere, Patrice Lumumba, and Maurice Bishop? What if we created an entirely new economic system based on the philosophies of Dr. Claude Anderson, Muammar Gaddafi, and Thomas Sankara? How many black Wall Streets do you think would exist today? And what if we created an organization in the transformational ways that Ella Baker did, or even a movement like Winnie Mandela did to end apartheid? How strong of a people would we be if a movement or an organization like that existed today? Now, what if I told you that we've already started?